Nice win for our guys. Team's playing pretty well. And happy to have a couple game winning streak now and prepare for our last regular season game on Saturday.
Andy, I looked back at the season. I think you guys are 9-4, and you have your starting lineup that you started first game. When they're together and playing when you start them. I mean,
yeah, it's nice to have our two leading scorers back. They were hurt at the same time early January. We're 2-2 in the league, and we were really getting better. Isaiah was learning how to play the point guard position. We were getting better defensively. And then Boogie hurt his hamstring against Stanford, was out over 3 weeks, and then he came back. He was really out 6 weeks because he wasn't himself. And then Collier hurt his hand, was out over a month, and Josh got sick and lost 15 pounds. So when you lose your two leading scorers at the same time, it's hard. We didn't score 70 points for 6 straight games. We lost all 6. And now we're putting up 80-some every night. We got our guys back. We're able to practice. And it's amazing when you have your full roster, and including your two leading scorers. Losing them at the same time was devastating for our Pac-12 season, because when you lose 6 in a row in the Pac-12, it's hard to make that up. This is not an 82 NBA games schedule. It's a very limited schedule in the league. So when you lose 6 in a row, it puts a lot of pressure on you. I'm proud of our guys mentally. They've stuck together, and we've had great practices since they've been back from their injuries. And we have a roster now, and we've been able to practice, and they're playing better. And I know we've lost a couple close games. We won 3 out of 4, including 2 big road games last 2 weeks, and almost had 3 road wins. But our guys have come together. They've stayed together and playing better.
Andy, I thought that the rebounding was very important for you guys tonight, but also the second chance points I thought was huge, especially down the stretch, along with Boogie playing tonight. So how do you feel about those 3 areas?
Yeah, we out-rebounded on offensive end. We had 32 to their and 9 offensive. So they're look, Arizona State has a lot of strengths. They are very active on defense. They steal the ball a lot. They pressure you. They press you. And one thing we can do is rebound against them, because usually they're out of position, and they're not a great offensive rebounding team, but they have a lot of strengths and are hard to play against. And they draw a lot of fouls. They also foul a lot. So there were 60 free throws tonight, and I thought both teams fouled too much. We fouled way too much, but I thought it was a very physical game, and just proud of our guys to be able to go to the foul line and do well enough to win the game.
Thank you.
Coach, good and the bad with your zone defense. You held them, they didn't shoot the ball very well effectively from the outside, but you gave up a lot of points in the paint. How do you reconcile that? And when do you decide when you want to stay with the zone, when you need to come
Well, our guys all had foul trouble most of the game, so when we went man, we were committing some fouls on dribble penetration and just some dumb fouls, to be honest. And I didn't want to get in a situation where our backcourt fouled out. So we went zone, and if we give up some twos, okay. And then Perez got a lot of touch fouls, went to the line 11 times, and he shot fakes, leans his body in, and they call a foul every time he touches it. And he played great tonight at 25 points, and so give him credit. He's a very good player.
Coach, can you speak on you guys' resiliency? How were you all able to stay together despite those 6 losses? How were you all able to come together and still stay positive?
Well, I think anytime you go through some adversity, you find out what you have as a team, a program, and our guys came in every day and kept working. And then we were able to get healthy. We were able to start practice and have better practice. We started improving on both sides of the ball, and then it resulted in many more wins. It's amazing when you lose your 2 leading scorers at the same time. They had 48 points on Saturday at Washington. You start taking 35, 48 points out every night. It's hard to score 70 points, because we're built around those guys offensively.
Andy, talk about a little bit about scoring 49 points in the second half with your offense, and as well your defense was able to hold them to 1 for 8 from the 3-point line. Just a little bit about the defense and how your team kind of came together late in the second half.
Well, I thought we shared the ball. We had 18 assists, and we made our free throws. We were aggressive. We drove it. They're so aggressive defensively. They overplay. They hand check. They reach. They try to steal the ball in every possession. So we were strong with it. We were able to get to the rim, and then I thought our guys found Boogie a few times. We ran some set plays to get him going. We ran a couple set plays for Kobe. He knocked down 2 threes on screening action, and because Collier had foul trouble, so we really had to rely on some other guys stepping up, and they did.
How important has it been to continue to run actions for Kobe, even though, you know, the shot hasn't been there at times this year? You know, he's a captain. You guys need him. How
Yeah, we
important has it
need
been?
Kobe to I thought he played great offensively tonight, other than the 4 turnovers. That was, you know, the second half he came out and just flipped the ball to the wrong team. In transition, we were up 8 or 10. That was a big mistake, but other than that, he was really good in the second half.
What went into, there's a stretch in the first half, I think it was Bronny, Ozziah, Kobe, Harrison, Vince, you know, kind of a lineup you guys hadn't seen much this year in general at times. What went into that? Obviously, they went on.
Well, Boogie had 2 fouls and put him back in. I had to take him back out. I didn't want to get his 3rd foul in the first half. I had to put him back in 7 minutes, so I only took him out with 5, I think. Ozziah was playing well. Vince really played well against them last time. And, you know, and Collier can't play 40 minutes, okay? And he also had some foul trouble. So we're confident in those guys. They've had a lot of experience this year, and then it might not be our ideal scoring lineup, but they got to step up and play, and you know, they played hard and did a good job.
Andy, is AP and Kijani, are they just out of the rotation?
Aaronson's sick. He wasn't here tonight. You know, he's been sick all week. He hasn't played, and he played every game. I don't know do you watch our games, Rich? He actually plays in the games.
What about Kijani?
Kijani, you know, it's hard to play everybody I want to. I love Kijani. He works hard every day, and we just have kind of the rotation right now is a little different, but I'm not saying he will or won't play. He's been great all season, unbelievable attitude, and it's helped us a lot.
What's just the general confidence level of this group right now to stick together and be able to kind of make a run in the Pac-12 tournament, like you guys get where you guys hope to go from the beginning of the year?
Well, we concentrate on Saturday, our last home game, on senior night, and a lot of managers that mean a lot to our program, a few players, and then we'll get ready for Vegas on Sunday. So we're excited. You know, it's an exciting time of the year, and then also our team is playing well, and I think our guys have a confidence about them, and we haven't even talked about next week yet. We're just trying to focus on tonight, and then we'll go and play top 10 team in the country on Saturday at home.
Coach, talking about senior night, Boogie Ellis had 28 points tonight. He's been the leader of this team for the past 3 seasons. Can you talk about just the impact he's had since coming to the program 3 years ago?
Well, he's helped us win a lot of games. You know, last 2 years, won a lot of games, and came in second in the league last year. I think we were second or third the year before. Went to the NCAA tournament both years, and he was a big part of that, a big part of our success. You know, unfortunately, he got hurt in November in the second game when he was out for a while, and he got really hurt himself with his hamstring, and he's had a very up and down season because of his injuries, and it's really affected him. So I'm glad he's back. He as I said, a couple weeks, about 2.5, 3 weeks ago, was the first time all season since the injuries where he had a bounce in his step. He's playing harder. You know, other than the Washington State game where he was off, but he's really looked like the guy that we all have known and expect. But he's come a long way. Decision making, his defense, his playmaking, his scoring. So he's playing very very well right now.
Andy, Bronny has, I think, taken just 1-3 in the past five games. I know you guys like what we can do on the floor, and in general, would you like him or encourage him to be more aggressive at times with the shot, though, here and there, you know, down this stretch of the season?
Sure. We want all our guys to take open threes and make plays. He is a tremendous assist to turnover ratio. He doesn't turn over a ton, and he also he sees the floor very well and gets the guys the ball when they need him. So he's more of a combo / facilitator right now, and as he keeps developing his offensive game, I think we would, you know, we never tell him not to shoot, put it that way. Any of our guards, we want them to shoot open shots.
Coach, early in the year, you challenged your big men about their rebounding proficiency. You guys won the rebounding battle by 10 tonight. Have you seen the group get better as the season's gone along?
Yeah, last couple since Colorado game here, we've been much better.
Anything else?
Just last thing, just to go back again is there a particular reason why you feel like Bronny is settled into more of that combo? You know, since Isaiah's come back and what have you, feel like he fits a little bit more seamlessly that way? He had a stretch where he was scoring a little more.
But look, every game's different. We don't tell our guys not to shoot or to shoot. just play team basketball. He plays team basketball. Some games will probably get more shots than others, and just like our other guys. So you can't get out there and diagram and say, hey, we want you to shoot it from right here on this play. Just we got to play basketball. And so I thought he was aggressive tonight. I thought he played solid basketball and helped us win.
Thanks, Andy.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Andy.